Hey guys, this is for my Spanish 2 class. So this is going to be a review for this Chapter 6 test. So you'll have the vocab words from Chapter 6 dealing with technology, and then I believe it said technology, and then with computers, phones, and so forth. And then right now I'm currently in my kids' playroom because this is where the board's at, and they're sleeping. So we're gonna do this real quick before they wake up, and then we'll go from there. So just a review over the Chapter 6 vocab words. You need to know that. You have the vocab list. What I added onto there, instead of covering new grammar, new conjugations, we're just going to review the old conjugation, and that's what I put on the test. So here we go. So you guys can study that and do well on the test. I'm going to move the camera back and forth, or my computer should say, so you can pause that, look at what I put on the TV screen, or I say board, and you need to know how to conjugate ser versus estar. You don't need to know the difference between them, like one's permanent, one's condition, or where something's coming from, or location. Just need to know how to conjugate them and when to use them. So the other word that you'll need to know that is a irregular verb is going to be tener, and then also querer. So that's going to be on the test. So let me do tener real quick, which means to have, which you guys all should know. So the very first one is I have, yo tengo, tú tienes, and then he or she tiene, and then tenemos will be we have, and then tienen would be they have. So as you see, I underline where it does the stem changing. So bring it back a little closer, and then the other one you need to know that we're going to do as the irregular one is going to be querer, and then also poder. So like I put on the board, puedo usar el baño. So we'll do those two next. So which again, just review. To be, I am, you are, he or she is, we are, and then they are. So ser and estar. So let me go ahead and erase that, and we'll do the other two irregular ones. And these are all in the present tense, so we'll do querer first. So which means to want. So be quiero. I want. Quieres. You want. Quiere. He or she wants. No stem changing for this one because we don't do that in the nosotros form. We do not stem change, if you remember. So it should be just UE. So be queremos, and then quiere for they want. So in the original form of this word, it's quieres, the AR verb. So you can see where they did the stem changing. If you remember the boot, so the other word that we're going to do is able to, so it'll be, comes poder. So that O is going to change to UE in the present tense, so it'll be yo puedo, tú puedes, he or she, ella puede. We do not stem change in nosotros form. And we do stem change in the ellos form. So there you go. So bring it a little closer so you can see it. And once again, the boot. So, all right. So moving on from the present tense. Someone just wished me happy Mother's Day. So since I've been home with the kids, so that's kind of cute. All right, moving on. So what you need to know in the present tense regular conjugation. So here are the verbs that are going to be there, okay? And you should know how to do them already, but I'll tell you the words. It's beber, vivir, and the other one will be comprar. So beber means to drink, vivir means to live, and then vivir or comprar means to buy. And you should know this how to conjugate this. This is something you cover in Spanish 1, but just to go over real quick with you guys. Now, stuff that we covered this year is preterite and imperfect. That will be on the test. So preterite tense is a completed action. Imperfect tense is an action that's in the past but still ongoing. Here's an example. If I say Miguel slept for 6 hours last night. So he slept 6 hours last night. It's completed. I know when it happened. Versus I say Miguel sleeps 6 hours every night. It's an ongoing event. He sleeps that 6 hours every single night. Let's say, for example, I ate salmon for breakfast last week. I know when it happens, a specific time. Versus I say I eat cereal for breakfast. You know, I eat cereal for breakfast every morning. It's a past event, but it's continually ongoing. So that's the difference between imperfect and preterite. So these are the words that you know to conjugate in the preterite tense would be dormir, jugar, which means to play, hablar, and then tomar. All right, so the only words that's going to be tricky conjugating is in some of the tenses in the dormir, that O is going to change to U. So just an example, in the yo form and the L form. So when we conjugate those, it's going to be the O changes to U. So, and then the imperfect tense, we will have these words over here. So I'll make another line. So we won't have two words in the perfect tense. So it'll be lavantar, and then also vivir. All right. So the situation with these two words going to be used is, you know, someone raises their hand or wakes up every time something happens. It's an ongoing event. Versus in vivir, so someone's, you know, lives in Lakeland, so they still live in Lakeland. That hasn't changed. So now, in your textbooks, you'll have the different conjugations. This is the stuff that we went over, you know, preterite first semester, and then we went over this second semester. So, but we can do a couple examples right now. So we'll do jugar and levantar in the imperfect tense. All right. So if I say they played soccer yesterday, okay. So I'm going to say ellos played would be jugar is the original word. So since it's they, is a verb, it would be jugaron would be the ending. So if it was jugar in the L form, or in L form, would be jugó. If it would have been in two form, jugastes, it would have been in nosotros form, which it doesn't change from the present tense to the preterite, it would be jugamos. And then this is, of course, is jugaron. So ellos jugaron, they played. All right. Now, if I said the student raised her hand when the teacher asked her the question, talking about the past event, but it always happens. So I'm going to use the word lavantar. All right. So this is where we have the ABA. So I would say el alumno, and then when you conjugate that, put that in here, raises, you know, her hand. La mano. So what I'm going to do with this, with the imperfect tense, this changes to the A ending. So it would be la, va, da, ba would be the answer for that. So, so if you have any more questions about this, I was trying to keep the video over under 10 minutes, but I passed that. Please feel free to ask me that. I'll be more than glad. Some of you guys, I've had some conferences or conversations on stuff that you didn't understand, so I'll be more than glad to do that with anybody. Just feel free to email me or call my office number that is always I put in the email as well. So other than that, sorry for the circumstances that we're in. Hopefully next year will be a little bit different, and I definitely enjoy teaching you guys in the classroom versus this online learning. So anyhow, I think kids are waking up, so Ella is rolling around. So let me get to her. I'll end this video, and then I'll upload it later tonight. All right, have a good one.